And what makes you so special?
I'm Amon's brother.
Okay.
Wow.
Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a legendary couple in love that loves reacting to some Legend of Korra.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 1, episode number 11 that we're checking out today. And you can get early ad-free access and full watch-along reactions over on Patreon, patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive, or click the link in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Now, Team Avatar is in hiding as they await help from General Iroh and the United Forces.
Yeah, General Iroh.
It is a glorious day, my equalist brothers and sisters. Amon has torn down the tyrannical bending government. He has declared bending illegal, and he has the Avatar on the run. Bending will no longer exist, and we will live in a world where everyone is finally equal. We will prevail!
Can you believe Hiroshi? Let's go back up there and knock some heads. They'll never know what hit them. Relax. I hate this being patient stuff.
Yeah, we know.
You two were gone a while.
We were doing reconnaissance.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
This is going swimmingly.
Thanks so much for letting us hide out with you the past few days.
My associates and I heartily oppose Amon's so-called equalist policies. We got benders and non-benders living together down here.
You are a wise and noble hobo. This is the best tasting streak rule I've ever had.
Oh, Sami.
Pulled it from the finest dumpsters the city has to...
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh. That was a great way of showing disgust because it really made me discuss with it. Oh, no, he does.
He's like, I dumpster dive all the time. It's fine.
Yeah.
Can't sleep either?
I have this awful pit in my stomach. A few months ago, I was in the South Pole practicing for my firebending test, and now I'm in the middle of an all-out war.
We didn't even know each other then, and now I can't imagine my life without you in it.
No.
You're the most loyal, brave, and selfless person I've ever known.
I think you're pretty incredible, too, but I should probably try to get some sleep.
Me too. Good night.
You probably break up with Asami, like officially. Aww. Her polar puppy's her pillow.
You will now be cleansed of your impurity.
Boink.
Next.
Holy crap.
Coast is clear.
Once the United Forces arrive, we need to be ready to help in any way we can.
They're here.
Amon had to know we were coming, so why aren't we meeting any resistance?
Wait a second.
It's a trap!
Where are the Equalist airships?
They expect to come from above, come from below.
It's a trick!
I was gonna say, get out there.
Water earthbenders, detonate those mines! What is that sound?
What now?
And now the Air Force shows up.
Where does Hiroshi find the time to keep inventing new evil machines?
I was about to say, thankfully their aim is kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
stormtroopers, but then I started to get some.
This sucks.
Yep.
Okay, at least you got one of them.
Hurricane. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, slick move.
Sweet. Somebody get that one.
Iroh.
No! Okay, Korra, time for your little mermaid moment.
It's all right. I've got you.
Avatar Korra, you saved my life, thank you. I was prepared to deal with Sato's mecha tanks.
Every time we think we have an advantage, Amon outsmarts us.
We're not out of the fight yet.
I like this man's confidence. How are we not out of the fight?
A second wave of reinforcements is on the way, but I need to warn them. Do you still have a way to get a message out?
I know just the man for the job.
And who is the recipient of this top secret message?
Commander Boomy, 2nd Division of the United...
Commander Boomy!
Bit of a wild man, but the bravest commander you'll ever meet. Fleet ambushed and destroyed by equalist aircraft. Do not approach city until you receive the all clear. Now comes the hard part. We need to ground those aircraft.
The airfield must be somewhere over this mountain range.
Everyone get ready. We leave at dawn.
It's time to take down my father.
Okay. I mean, she does have some rage to let loose, so.
Yep.
I'm not going with you tomorrow. I'm sick and tired of hiding from Amon.
That's not
What?
a good plan.
Yeah.
We need to stick together.
My gut's telling me it's time to end this. On my terms.
This is not a mission you should be handling alone.
I'm going with you.
You don't have to do that.
It's okay to give Iroh and Asami time to bond.
My grandfather would respect the Avatar's instinct. So will I.
Love you, little bro.
Love you back, big bro.
Oh.
You're alright too, Asami.
Amon's a nasty dude.
I will. If you're going into the mountains, you should bring Naga. Take good care of Bolin for me.
Asami, I'm sorry things got so messed up between us. I want you to know how much I care about you.
I care about you too.
Oh, kiss on the cheek. Bye, I'm going off with my new boyfriend.
There's Amon.
We need to get into the temple. Then, when he returns,
We ambush him.
What could go wrong?
What are you two doing here?
Ha!
we were just transferred.
Well, you're getting transferred again. Amon wants extra security at the arena today.
Sure.
For what?
The rally. You should have been briefed about this.
We'll be there, sir. I know another way in.
Look how great. Their plan's 5 seconds in and already it's gonna be shut down.
Let's hide in the attic.
We're not alone up here.
Oh.
Tarlock?
I don't suppose you're here to rescue me.
We had no idea you were here.
Nowhere would we rescue you if we did.
No, I'm the only one.
And what makes you so special?
I'm Amon's brother.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I knew the brother was gonna come in there somewhere.
Waterbender and a bloodbender.
Did you know this all along?
Not until after he captured me.
How did your brother end up becoming Amon?
It all began with my father, Yakone. Help of his former gang, he escaped prison, underwent surgery to change his appearance, and settled down in the Northern Water Tribe. That's where he met my mother, a warm, caring woman.
He's complete opposite.
Before long, they started a family together. Amon was the firstborn to the name Noatak. I was born 3 years later. Noatak was a good-natured kid. Before my brother and I discovered we were waterbenders. Training brought out a different side of my father.
Tarlock! You better shape up or you'll be out here in the cold all night until you get it right.
He just needs time.
Don't talk back to me, son.
Even back then, my brother wanted everyone to be treated fairly and equally. When I was 7, my father took me and Noatak on a hunting trip. He told us his true identity. He was once a bloodbender of rare skill.
Our family has the strongest line of bloodbenders in history, and I will teach you to master it. You must avenge me. That is your purpose in life.
The good days were behind us.
Yeah, I'd say. So that's how he was able to battle his brother's bloodbending, because he was able to control his own.
Yep.
Stop! You're hurting it!
You'll need a thicker skin for this.
Aw, Tarlock used to be such a sweet kid.
Very good.
A few years later, Father taught us to bloodbend any time, without the need of the full moon, and I hated every minute of it. I had no stomach for manipulating helpless animals. My brother seemed to revel in his newfound power. He was a prodigy, mastering my father's psychic bloodbending technique by the time he was 14.
Sick. Yep, almost bow to you. Come on.
That's the way it's done. That's what you need to strive for.
He carried the burden of all Yakone's expectations and demands. The loving brother I once knew became cold and detached. Our father pushed us to extremes, and one day, he made us bloodbend each other.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Maybe instead you should bloodbend your father.
Seriously.
Tarlock, your turn.
I don't want to do that to anyone. I never want to bloodbend again.
You're a disgrace. I'll teach you a lesson, you insubordinate.
There you go.
Stay away from him.
How dare you bloodbend me?
What are you gonna do about it? You're the weak one.
Ooh, shit.
You always say bloodbending is the most powerful thing in the world. The Avatar is. He took your bending away. What could be more powerful than that?
You're mine!
We're your sons, not your tools of revenge. Let's go. We can run away from him.
But what about Mom? We can't just leave her.
He was right about you. You are a weakling.
Man, Tarlok, I'm surprised you're not even worse. All the shit that's happened to you.
Seriously.
My father and I searched for days. We never found a sign of Noatak. We thought he perished in that storm. My mother was never the same after the loss of my brother. With Noatak gone, his hopes for revenge withered, and he passed away a few years later.
That's one of the saddest stories I've ever heard.
Avatar Korra, I am truly sorry for all that I did to you. I thought I was better than my father, but his ghost still shaped me. I became a soldier of revenge, just like he wanted me to be. The revolution may be built on a lie, but I think Amon truly believes bending is the source of all evil in the world.
How did you figure out Amon is your brother?
The sensation was somehow familiar. I later recognized it as my brother's blood-bending grip.
He somehow uses bloodbending to take people's bending.
I don't know.
Wow. Good job.
So much for our ambush. If we stay here, we're toast. But there's another way to beat him. Amon has been one step ahead of us. Finally, we have the advantage. If we expose him as a bender in front of all his supporters, we could take away his true power.
And undermine this whole revolution.
Thank you for your help.
That was a shift in tone.
Amon can't know anyone spoke with me. Defeat him. Put an end to this sad story.
Good job, beautiful. Your crazy theory panned out, actually.
Thanks. Yeah.
Nice. So it did have to do with the bloodbending. So I guess that means that it can be like reversed somehow.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, Amon said, rid you of your impurity. So, like, if it's something that he is essentially taking out of the blood, then for it to be reversed, they'd all have to acquire it somehow from something. So there'd have to be, like, I don't know, some magical bending ball that gives bending energy that Korra could like pull from to put back into people. You know what I mean? Like if it's truly stripped away from them completely, I don't know.
If there's a magic bending ball in this, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Crazy theory.
Crazy theory. Doing a good job, kind of like continuing off of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where no one is truly evil and people are just, hurt people hurt. And Tarlok was such a sweet kid and didn't want to use bloodbending and didn't want to hurt anybody, didn't want to hurt his brother, like, and just said like what a horrible thing it was. Yeah, I mean, just the influence of his father and I don't know, the guilt of it all, and yeah, just the hurt and his brother as well, just telling him how weak he is. Like, he wants to always show strength. It sucks.
I mean, it was kind of incredible to see young Amon and young Tarlok, these two people that are like, ooh, they're working together. No, they're like profiting off of each other's evil, and like, they were the worst of the worst in the series so far. And then to see how they started, talk about the question of nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Definitely nurture.
Yep, and the setup nice too, because you think that it's gonna change him a little bit because he meets his wife is really sweet and caring.
Yeah,
maybe it helps soften his hard heart, like whatever, his black heart, and then no, he just used his sons as tools for his revenge.
Yeah, that just is it's so gross and it's so heartbreaking because you think like, oh, did he ever really love his wife, or was she just the means of producing the revenge tools? Like, yeah. And then to ever really love his sons, or they're just tools of revenge, like all of that, like suddenly the lens that you see the family through is really negative and heartbreaking.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's something that is, not very uncommon. Well, like parents pushing their kids because trying, like, either live vicariously through them or like, in wanting the best for them or whatever, but just like, oh, like I never made it as, insert whatever. So like, but you're going to make it. You're going to be successful in whatever, whether it's just like successful in getting a lot of money or whatever, or successful in a certain field. And just always like pushing their kids and like sort of like dumping their baggage onto them. Yeah, he was an asshole in this, and a terrible person. It's like, well, he was using it obviously for like revenge, and seems a little bit worse than wanting like the best for your children and like pushing them. Still, his like methods and like is not too uncommon.
Well, and also it's interesting that for Tarlok, the kid to have such a negative point of view of bloodbending, which, like, rightfully so. I loved Tarlok the child to death. The fact that, like, he didn't want to hurt an animal and everything. Like, sweet kid. To see how somehow he got to the point where he would bloodbend Korra.
Yeah.
Like, that evolution and sort of, like, the path that he was on. You know, I hope in the absence of his bending while he's been sitting in a jail cell that he's had a lot of time to reflect.
Yeah.
And realize the path he was on was not the best.
Asami and Mako,
it's done.
Yeah, it's done. It's Asami and Iroh now.
It was like a nice goodbye, and I hope that without either of them actually saying it, I hope they both understood that that's what it was in that moment, because it's a terrible, awkward situation, and the sooner that they can both accept where it's at and then hopefully move on from it, like to Iroh, then, you know, the better.
Yeah, agreed. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, so if you want to jump ahead and get early access, you can get a month ahead over on Patreon and get full watch-along reactions that way. It's patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive, or click the link in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Korra with us, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.